I was fortunate. My mother could play the piano gloriously. She was given what I say is a gift from God in that she could play just by ear, and she could play magnificently. She could hear a song and play it right back to you. So she was always my shining star. I remember I have a brother that's 5 years older than me, and he received piano lessons and I didn't. And I asked him years ago, not too many years ago, Richard, how come you got piano lessons and I didn't? And he said, Mom wanted to know how to read music. And in those days, the piano teachers would come to your house. And so she would sit behind as they were teaching me, and she was taking notes. And once she knew how to do music, read music, there was no need for you to take piano lessons. I said, well, that don't sound very nice. But as years went by, and in junior high and high school, I tried the trumpet and didn't really have an interest in that because athletics took over, and that was the end of that. So that's my childhood in music.
And so my mom put me in piano lessons in the 4th grade. I was going to a private school, and so they had the lessons right there at the school, like after school or maybe during recess or something. I remember taking piano like a couple times a week, I think, from the 4th grade to the 8th grade. I took piano, and then it was mostly classical, like from what I remember, Beethoven and Mozart and that type of stuff. And after 5 years, I'd have to say I got pretty good. And I was going to recitals in Dallas and performing in front of huge crowds. And then after I graduated from that school in the 8th grade and I went into public school in the 9th grade, I quit taking lessons, which was a big mistake.
But I was a little bit different when I was a little girl. I wanted to play the piano, and I was going to, if my mother had me take the lessons, I would have really practiced. One of my friends that lived behind me went to she had lessons, her mother was sending her, she didn't want to go. And I would go with her. I'm like, wow, I wish I could do that, but she never really wanted to do it. I wanted to do it, and I couldn't do it.
The only thing I did was listen to the radio, but it was all the time. My mom had the radio on a lot. Now this is back in the 40s. So that's kind of where, if you listen to what I play now, a lot of it is from that particular period. I remember I had a ukulele a little bit, and I remember my dad, when I was just starting high school, asked me if I wanted to take music lessons, and I thought it was maybe the band. I said, no, I'm going to play football, And now I wish I could have said, well, I think I'd like to play the piano. And, there were pianos in both my grandmother's houses, but I never did hear anybody play them. It was just there. And I would tinkle with it, just curiosity from kids, I guess. So I really didn't have any musical history of performing or anything like that.
Well, I started piano at a pretty early age. It was like very typical of, not the way it is today. She was very strict. She used to hit us on the knuckles with a ruler. She got very upset if you made mistakes, and it was kind of stressful.